Hi, I'm Donna Meldon, coordinator for the Holmes County Chamber of Commerce, and this is Chats with a Chamber Lady. Today's guest is Gina Littleton with United Way. I love United Way. You're going to tell us all about United Way.
I am. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
We're glad to have you today, Gina. So go ahead and tell our listeners what United Way is.
Sure. So United Way has been around for 90 years in Northwest Florida.
That's a long time.
That's right. 2022 is our 90th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. We look good for our age, don't you think?
I think so. And keep on helping people,
That's right. So the main function of United Way has always been to be that community chest.
Yes.
So we fundraise for our communities and for agencies that we partner with in order to help the entire community do better so that services are available. Mm-hmm. So our main function has always really been fundraising. We have access to a lot of places that some of our agencies don't, and so we can get in and ask folks and spread the message in a way that some of our agencies can't do. But, you know, over the past few months and few years, there's some other things we've been trying to dip our hands into. We were recently awarded a grant with Volunteer Florida so that we can become really the hub for volunteerism in Northwest Florida. So we're going to have a platform on our website where people can easily jump on if they want to volunteer, and all of our agencies can put their volunteer opportunities up on there as well. And then, you know, we've got a couple of programs that we do. We have a 211 service that we've talked about. And So we 211 is kind of like, remember when you were younger and you were trying to get your boyfriend's phone number from 411?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So 211 is also an information line, but it's information for services. So let's say that you just moved to Holmes County. You need after-school care for your child. You have an ailing parent you need help with. You need new pots and pans in your kitchen because you just moved here and you don't have anything. You need food in your pantry because you just got your first job and you don't get paid for 2 weeks. So 211 is a service where you can call and tell them all those things, all the stuff that you need, all the services that you're looking for. And they give you the information for all of the organizations in Holmes County or wherever you are that can help you. So by the time you get off the phone, you've got phone numbers, web addresses, contact information for all of the organizations that provide the services that you're looking for. And there's about a 97% success rate with 211. So when folks get off the phone, they've got what they need in order to be successful and sustainable and be happy in Holmes County.
So helpful.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
United Way. Now, of course, y'all partner with other agencies. Who do you partner with? And just take Holmes County, for example.
Sure.
Who do you partner with in Holmes County?
So the Holmes County Council on Aging is one of our partners. ARC of Washington Homes. And we've got a few as well. We're housed, our office is in Bay County and Panama City. But of course, we've got Rebecca Purse, who's our development director, who lives in Bonifay. So I always call this her satellite office. But there are quite a few organizations who are housed in Bay County, but either have offices in some of the other surrounding counties or also provide services to those surrounding counties. So we also partner with places like the Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center, who services Holmes County, Chemical Addiction Recovery Effort, who services Holmes County. In fact, I think they have an office here, which the Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center may as well. Early Learning Coalition and like Feeding the Gulf Coast. So there are many of our organizations that even if some don't have an office per se here, they do provide services here. And that's another good example of 211 is a lot of folks don't know that, you know, if you're not in the nonprofit world, you don't know who's out there and who can help you. And so even just calling 211 for that, just to learn what's near you in case you ever do need something.
Yes, to help. I mean, the help is there. All they have to do is reach out for it.
Exactly.
And I believe we have some cards here with that information here at the Holmes County Chamber. So anyone listening today, if you need that access to that information, we can help you as well. Now, your affiliated agencies here in Holmes County that you help, can you give us a list of those?
Oh, yeah. So we do every year we do something called the Community Impact Fund. So there are a couple of ways that you can support United Way partner agencies. And one of those ways, if when we come into your workplace, for example, with our pledge forms, and you decide that you want to give $5 a paycheck, you can designate that $5 to any of our agencies. You can really designate it to any 501c3 organization that you want to. United Way, we do health and human services. Our pillars are education, income, and health. So, for example, you're never going to see the Humane Society as one of our affiliated agencies, not because they're not amazing, only because they don't do health and human services. But as far as designations, you can designate that money whether it's one of our partners or not. It just has to be a 501c3 organization. But the other way that they get money is that United Way each year through our fundraising creates what's called the Community Impact Fund. So that is where the money goes into a pile as we fundraise, and once a year, each of our counties, which are Holmes, Jackson, Washington, Calhoun, Gulf, and Bay, they get together with a group of we call it the the Funds Distribution Committee.
Okay.
And those folks get together, which in Holmes County, you guys, we have some of these rack cards here
Yes.
as well.
Yes,
and
we
the
do.
names of y'all's advisory committee who made these decisions is right here. But those folks get together, they look at the pot of money that is for each county that has been raised, and then our affiliated agencies write grants for that money. And so that committee decides how much to give each of the agencies who's asked. So, for example, this year actually, we had almost $30,000 to give away in Holmes County, and Arc of Washington Homes, Chemical Addictions Recovery Effort, Covenant Hospice, Early Learning Coalition, Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center, and Feeding the Gulf Coast are the 6 organizations that won grants for Holmes County.
So you helped all those organizations
All of them.
and that was from, did you say the Community Impact
Yes, ma'am.
Fund?
Yep.
So where do I sign up? How I mean, it's such a great program. I have to offer a little insight. I know that I know someone whose home had burned, and United Way was one of the first agencies there on site, helping them to start their recovery from that.
From nothing.
Yes.
I mean, from literally the ground up. And that's one of the things that is really important to me. I've been in nonprofit for 15 years. I worked at one of our affiliated agency partners. And one of the things I've always loved so much about United Way is that it's not just one agency. When you include us and our partners, it's 50 agencies and all of the outreach those 50 agencies have. And that's a terrible example, but a good example, because when someone's home burns down, it's not just one, they don't just need childcare, right? That's one phone call. We can figure out childcare. That's an easy peasy thing. They need a hotel for that night. They need a place to put their animals. They need new clothes. They need food vouchers. They need to figure out where their kids are going to go to school the next day, if they have to get a hotel somewhere a few miles down the road. I mean, it's a litany of things they need after that. And instead of having to call those 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 places, you just call one place, and that's United Way, and we do the rest.
Y'all
We
take care
bring
of
those
them.
other people in to take care of all of those wraparound services that you're going to need.
And I can truly say that y'all do that, and that's just an incredible service that you're offering, not only to our agencies but also for individuals that are struggling for whatever reason. Now, tell me, how can I contribute? How can everyone contribute here in Holmes County?
I love that question. So we've got a development director. Her name is Rebecca Purse. And I think I spoke of her earlier. She's the one who has a satellite office in Bonifay.
Yes.
She is a Holmes
know
County girl.
Rebecca.
She's
Yes,
born and
she
bred
is.
here. She is our development director for Calhoun, Holmes, Jackson, and Washington counties.
Okay.
So one of the ways that you can contribute, Rebecca has probably met many of you and spoken to many folks who are listening to do a workplace campaign. And so that's where we come in, we speak to you and your employees, we offer out those pledge forms I was talking about earlier, and through payroll deduction, folks can give $1 a paycheck, $2 a paycheck, 5, 10, 20, whatever they want to. And that's a really, really simple way to give. You don't miss it. Comes out of your paycheck before you ever see it, and it goes right back into Holmes County. Another easy way is to jump on our website, www.unitedwaynwfl, like Northwest Florida.org. And there's a big donate now button on there that you can click. We make it real easy.
Thank you for making it easy.
So you can do that. You're welcome to call our office. You're welcome to stop by, mail a check. We really do try to make it easy to give, because the more that we can raise, the better we can help our communities. And another thing I wanted to point out, though we are in 6 counties, we have a swath of Northwest Florida. The money that we raise stays local. So if we raise that money in Holmes County, it stays in Holmes County. It doesn't go to Washington or Bay or Gulf. It goes to the agencies who write grants here, or to the services that United Way provides here, or 211 calls that come from here. So the money doesn't go to some United Way up in New York, and it doesn't even go to the United Way in Bay County. It's the United Way of Holmes. That's where that money stays.
Tell me now, if someone, say, came here by the chamber, if I gave them that RAC card, then they would have all the information they need to make a contribution, right?
They sure would. There's a QR code right on the front of that. You can scan that with your phone. It'll take you right to our donate page on our website.
Well, of course, United Way. Now, your goal for this year, just tell us what your goal maybe is for this year, and then how that compares to last year,
I will.
2021 year.
So we, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but around October of 2018, I think, we had a kind of a bad hurricane.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure everyone remembers that.
Yes, we do.
So that's our fundraising season, is the fall. So that happened right in the middle of the United Way fundraising season. So that basically in October of 2018, we suspended all workplace campaigns and focused fully on hurricane recovery. So it wasn't really until 2020 that we started getting back into doing real workplace campaigns, a little bit in 2019. And then, of course, COVID hit in 2020. So that was another, the hits keep coming here in Northwest Florida. But we have been working hard to get back up to where we were sort of pre-hurricane. So the 2021 workplace campaign brought in $936,000. And this year we have made a goal of about 15% higher of $1.1 million.
Yay!
So we were over $1 million before the hurricane. And so now, 4 years post-Michael, we're getting into, I don't want to say a post-COVID world, but certainly we've moved beyond COVID. Yes. And we really want to get back into that $1 million and beyond range, because, again, like I said earlier, the more we can raise, the more people we can help.
Okay. Now, again, tell our listeners how they can contribute.
www.unitedwaynwfl.org. Or, they can reach out to you to get Rebecca's information, or reach out to me through our website.
Yes.
And Rebecca can stop by your office and let you know about a workplace campaign, or come see us at 602 Harrison Avenue in Panama City.
Gina, thank you so much for being our guest today. United Way is awesome. They help so many individuals and agencies. So thank you for being our guest today.
This has been so wonderful. I'm truly, truly honored that you invited me to speak, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you for joining me today here at Chats with the Chamber Lady, where we met Gina with United Way of Northwest Florida. Tune in next time when we sit down with another local business, because if you need it, you want it, or you want to do it, we've got it right here in Holmes County. Thank you.